Officer Paul Tapau is here, and Officer Tapau, we are going to talk tonight about these fight videos that are surfacing on social media featuring Guam's young people. Obviously, a lot of people are watching them, you know, six-digit figures as far as the views, hundreds of thousands of people watching it over and over and over. What's your stance as far as like the police department and everything like that? Because it's these kids putting themselves in plain view. It's pretty easy to deduce where they're happening and everything like that. And these things are, you know, shocking.
Yeah, absolutely. If you recall a few years or last year when we first ran that and we worked together with all the media facets in the island, and with the cooperation of the Department of Education and the Guam Police Department and the Attorney General's office, it was a zero tolerance policy. That means all fight videos that were posted, all fight videos from, particularly with the schools and the students, our juvenile investigators went in there with the mindset that zero tolerance, everybody's going to be confined if you're under the age of 18 into Department of Youth Affairs, or you're going to be placed under arrest. And we did that for the duration, and we saw a great number of videos decreasing within the social media. We actually saw a stop to it, and then just recently it's popping back up.
Now, so that people watching right now can get a sense of gravity for what happens in it, I realize, you know, like there's a lot of kids out there that think, I'm hard, you know, that doesn't affect me, I'm really tough and everything like that. What is it like if you get confined, if you get arrested, if you are under the custody of DYA for an extended period of time? What is your life like?
Well, it's pretty much you go on record. I mean, you have your record until you turn 18. All other records get expunged. But just to have you take away from your normal life, your school, your daily activities, and to be confined into a place where now you are told what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, that's the parameters of the Department of Youth Affairs. Now, if you can imagine a student who's on the age of 18 and still attending high school, gets into these types of situations where their decisions that they made at that particular time, now they have to face the consequences. They answer to us, we effectuate the arrest, confine them into the Department of Correction. It's a whole new role. It's a different animal from DOA. Some of these guys graduated from DOA thinking, oh, I used to be the man at DOA. Got news for you. It's not DOA anymore, it's Department of Correction.
Exactly. And how does moving pictures, when you put that in, you know, HD level video, how easy does that make your job for your investigators and everything? Because now it's not that you have to get a police sketch artist and everything and try and find some random abstract description of somebody. You've got a variety of perspectives of the people involved with this, you know, being shared all over the place. You've got people tagging them in Facebook and pointing them out. Yeah,
absolutely. People are doing that. And when I do the School Crime Stoppers program and I visited the high school, I've been visiting the high schools lately. Right now I'm at Simon Sanchez. And you get the response from the students that that's not who we are, sir. Like what John Fernandez said, that's only the 1 percentile of the population of DOE or the schools within DOE that don't want to abide to what's going on. The 99 percentile do care. And when it gets so overwhelming, when we get so many tips from the Guam Crime Stoppers, we don't want to receive the reward, but we know who's responsible for this. That's an indicator that the school, the student population, and the community cares that they're not going to tolerate this. You know, nobody's going to tolerate this anymore. And we're starting to see that through social media, aiding us by actually identifying, because you're right, you know, people are identifying who the responsibles are, and it makes our jobs much easier. And I leave it in this perspective. You want to be famous? We can make you famous.
All right, that's a good word. Let's take a look at our crime of the week.
On Monday, the 26th of October at 7:10 in the morning, our officers from the Southern Precinct Command entertained a burglary complaint that occurred at the Umatic Mayor's office. Now, according to the police report, on Sunday, the 25th of October, the mayor's staff had conducted general cleanup within the office and the community center, where it was indicated by the mayor that the office was secured by 9 a.m. that morning. The following day at around 6:30 in the morning, while opening up the office for daily operations, it was discovered a window within the conference room had been left open. A check was then made within the office, where it was noted a filing cabinet had been tampered with and money missing from within the cabinet. Now, the Guam Crime Stoppers is asking the help of the island community relative to this burglary that occurred at the beautiful southern village of Yumata. If you have any information about this crime or any other crime, please call Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP. That's 477-4357. You can also send a text to 486-HELP. That's 486-4357. You can also submit information of a crime through our webpage at guam.crimestoppersweb.com or call the Guam Police Department at 475-8615-6 or 7. Guam Crime Stoppers wants to remind the public that we do not use caller ID and you do not have to leave your name. You can receive a cash reward of up to $1,000 if the information provided leads to the arrest and conviction for the person or persons responsible for this crime or any other crime.
All right, Officer Tapal, final word for people, for kids, young people that may be considering, getting into this. Given what they could possibly end up with as punishment, is it really worth being a YouTube celebrity for 20 seconds?
It's absolutely, there's no joy in this or anything. I mean, you have to look at the parameter and what happens. You should always be responsible for all your actions that you take.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll see you next week. Stay tuned, everyone. We're back after this.